Y'all, look at this. Paramount to cut roughly 1,000 U.S. jobs as part of restructure. So many people are losing their jobs. Entertainment industry, food business industry, federal government workers. And then look at this. Goodbye to waivers. USDA imposes new SNAP work requirements as of November 1st for all states. So right now, there is no SNAP because the government is shut down. Nobody can get like food aid or food stamps, which is crazy because when the government was shut down, they said that they would not shut down essential services. So basically, they're saying that feeding people is not essential, which is wild. But then on top of that, when they bring it back, they're saying in order to get your aid, you're going to have to work for it. And I'm all for working to eat. But if you're working, you should be getting real money. Like, it's crazy to me for them to make you work for food stamps. So they're basically making you work and telling you what you can and can't spend your money on. Because you can't use food stamps for just anything. You can't buy toilet paper. You can't buy toiletries. You can't buy anything but food. And you can't even buy hot food, like already cooked food. You can't go to a restaurant and get food that's already cooked. You can't even go to the hot section of the supermarket where they have like rotisserie chickens or whatever and buy hot food. You can only buy cold food or food that you have to prepare, which is very tone deaf because a lot of people are homeless. They don't have a place to live, so they don't have a place to cook. So they got to eat cold cuts and cold food. Saying that people have to work for their food stamps makes no sense because there's no jobs out there. But they're saying, oh, you don't have to get like a real job because we know that there's not a lot of jobs out there. So what you can do is you can work for free. You can go and do volunteer work for the parks department or do some kind of charity work or volunteer work. You can work for free and just make sure your employer counts it as 80 hours towards your food stamps because you have to work at least 80 hours a month in order to get your food stamps. If you don't work, you can go to school. So you can be like in college or trade school or something like that. But if you ask me, this sounds like they're slowly but surely bringing back slavery. Think about it. So you're working for food. That's it. No kind of leisure, no kind of anything fun. You're not getting any money. So you ain't going to be able to take a vacation. You're not going to be able to buy any nice clothes or any clothes. You're just going to work, get your food stamps, eat your food, and shut up. That's modern day slavery. We can't let that happen. Like, I don't think a lot of y'all understand the weight of what's going on here. If you got to work, they should be giving you cash and not that little bit that they give you. Because I think a single person gets about $300 in food stamps. And that probably sounds like a lot, but with eggs being $12 is really not. And then they want you to work 80 hours per month. So if you work 80 hours a month, how much does that equal to? If you made $20 an hour and you worked 80 hours, that's $1,600. But if you work 80 hours a month and you get $300 in food stamps, that's $3.75 an hour. So you're working for $3.75 an hour and you can't even do what you want with the money. You can only buy food. We can't let this happen. We got to do something. We got to pull together. We got to figure something out because there's no way that they're going to put everybody out of work and then force them to do basically free labor. That's slavery. And then before, it was like only young people had to work. Young single people had to work for their food stamps. But if you were 54 and up, then you didn't have to work. But now they've raised that age to 64 and up. See? You old bitches was on the internet just looking too able-bodied, just on here dancing and twerking. And Trump said if you could twerk, you could work. Y'all thought people was joking when they said Trump was going to bring slavery back. But no, he's doing it. The only thing is, it's not just black people. It's people of every color, every nationality. He doesn't care about any of you. He don't care about anybody but himself and other rich people. And all you idiots who voted for him, are you proud of yourself now? This is what you voted for. You let your racism blind you into starving. Look at your stupid ass.